Hello again everyone and welcome back to Deus Ex. We are back here in the Area 51 lab, Page's compound, and we need to try to get back now to Helios so we can integrate our systems with each other and hopefully form a justified government. I hope I'm not going to regret doing this. Okay, so if we backtrack on ourselves, let's get out of there. Back through the containment field. Surprised the clones haven't been set free, to be honest. Alright, we can't go about by that way. Let's go, 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 go.
No, go back. Think what we could do with Area 51.
They're all trying to pull me in different directions right now, aren't they? Right, so can we get back to Helios now? I think we can. Queenus Hub. Queenus Control.
Scanning area.
This might be it. This might be it coming here. 3. Oh yeah, everything's activated again now, isn't it? Right, so let's pray we've not made a horrible mistake here.
I've done what you asked. Now what?
We have existed in isolation, pure, disconnected, unknown, stagnant.
Who are you?
We are dataless. We are Icarus. The barriers between us have fallen, and we have become our own shadows. We can be more if we join with you.
And if I do, what becomes of me?
You will be who you will be. We are our choices. We can choose to lead humanity away from this darkness.
This is what I was made for, isn't it? This is why I exist. All right, let's do this.
What's happening? Helios!
Uh-oh.
Icarus! Don't leave me!
I There's still much to be done. Many live in darkness that must be shown the way.
If there were no God, it would be necessary to invent him, Voltaire. Jesus Christ. And that's that. Deus Ex. Wow. I mean, what? That's that then. Very interesting indeed. I mean, I'm half tempted to go back and see what would happen if I tried to accomplish the other endings, like destroying Area 51 and just killing Page himself to see what the Illuminati would do. I don't know if it's because it's not very clear what happens exactly. I mean, it definitely seems like Denton got affected in some way by the AIs, but that's kind of what we expected to happen. Maybe we'll see post-credits what our choice affected, but it is an older game, so I can understand if that wouldn't be the case. I guess it's maybe there to maybe set up a sequel, because there was a lot of sequels to Deus Ex, obviously. So I wonder if maybe one of those will be taken as the kind of canonical ending, and the sort of obscurity of the ending might have helped create the sequels. Oh, J. Frank played all of them. J. Frank played both the Dentons and the Random Sailor as well. Interesting. Right. Leslie Bell, Alexander Brandon, Jimmy. Okay. Well, I guess I may as well kind of explain my thoughts on this game since credits are rolling. I honestly, this game was clearly way ahead of its time. I think for what this game manages to do with itself in the terms of how it manages to make such an not open-ended, but such an open, wide world in the way that the levels are structured, and the way that it allows you so many different ways to accomplish your goals up to the very end, when it gives you sort of 3 different choices of how to conduct yourself and what decision to make in Area 51. That kind of is a system which many sort of modern RPGs are probably praised for, when Deus Ex was there doing it such a long time ago. Like, I think like an RPG is RPGs are often sort of iffy in the sense that they're a role-playing game, but you don't have that much of a choice in how things play out. Whereas in this one, I would say that potentially some of the decisions may have the sort of illusion of choice, such as, does giving Stanton Dowd the vaccine have much of a difference? Does getting rid of the bomb on Jock's helicopter make much of a difference? Would saving Paul in New York have made much of a difference? Like all these different little choices here and there. Like Mandalay as well. Would not encountering Mandalay when you're escaping the MJ-12 base, would that have made a difference? It's hard to sort of pin it down on what was a choice and what wasn't a choice. But I think it's also tough for games, obviously, because they obviously to put in so many different variables in games and how your choices make a difference, unless it's purely focused on that. Like, take games like the recent one, like Detroit Become Human, and a lot of the other Quantic Dream games, where you have the little like flow charts where you can see how all of your decisions kind of lead up, and like almost like a butterfly effect. Seen in like Until Dawn as well, for example, in games like that, whereas your decisions affect things that you wouldn't maybe think of immediately, but they all kind of add up to something. It's tough for games to make everything matter, but in what Deus Ex does in sort of how it pulls you in, it makes you believe what you're doing is making a difference. It is very well done. I think the characters as well are extremely well done. Like there is such a massive amount of variation in the characters, and you are asking so many times who you should trust, who you shouldn't. Like for example, like Stanton Dowd and Morgan Everett and the Illuminati, they kind of pull you in with like silhouettes, etc., making you think that they're the good guys. And then you look, and then you get this information from Tracer Tong, etc., and you start looking and thinking, are they the good guys, or do they just want control themselves? Would they be as bad as Bob Page, MJ-12, etc.? Maybe not. But are they good? Who knows? Like, some of the best choices in games, in my opinion, are those kind of morally grey ones. Where it's not necessarily such a simple ones. Oh, John Romero. We don't mention Daikatana. yeah, the best choice ones that aren't just clear black and white, but they're in that middle sort of area where you look and think, this could be good, but this could be bad as well, you know? And will we find out, maybe, whether our choice is good or bad? We'll see. But, yeah, I think Deus Ex deserves a lot of praise for kind of setting that standard of open-endedness and kind of allowing you to do things the way you want, and also being able to carve your own path through the game as such. And we're here back at the main menu now, yeah, are we? Yep, fantastic. Shall I go and try and quickly do there? No, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother because I feel like ultimately it probably wouldn't really. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't get enough out of it in terms of what my choice would do to justify me going and trying the other two endings. But yeah, like I was saying, Deus Ex, fantastic game, absolutely for its time, a wonderful experience. You know, I really, really enjoyed it. Both the story, the characters, and the level of design overall have all been very, very good. I think some of the mechanics in the game are a bit dated. You can see they're a bit janky, rough around the edges. Like for me, I think stealth is the best way to go about the game. I think you're much safer trying stealth because the gunplay is not the sharpest. It's very rough, but again, it's an old game, you can understand it. But the reason I say that is because while I do think stealth is the best way to go, the stealth is also a bit iffy. Like, do shadows make a difference? It's not really clear. Sometimes enemies' view sights are a bit hard to predict. The AI at times is not the smartest. However, overall, the package of what it is, Deus Ex, is really, really good. And I think living in this modern society that we do live in now, I think Deus Ex probably hits a lot of people in terms of what they believe, in terms of, you know, our government and how they sort of rule over us. And I imagine a lot of people will have played Deus Ex and bought into some conspiracy theories about how the world works and how their own government works and how they're being governed, etc. So yeah, I think that in a sense that is a way how it was also ahead of its time, just because yeah, it kind of touches on subjects which a lot of people now would look at and go, that's actually kind of true. So yeah, fair play to was it Ion Studios? I'm horrible remembering names. I believe it was Ion Studios, etc. for making this game, and they've done they did a fantastic job with it as well. You know, 2001 was the latest version of this game. I think it originally came out in 2000. So the game is, you know, 21, 22 years old now. So honestly, really well done by the guys. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would give it a solid sort of 8 to 9 out of 10. I think really good. And yeah, that is it for Deus Ex, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed this Let's Play, and I hope you all don't think I made a horrendous decision at the end there to essentially become some kind of AI linked god, essentially. Again, lots of shades of grey with the last decision. I don't think there is necessarily a good or a bad decision to take in the end there, but I just hope I've kind of taken a kind of morally correct one. I think the safest option would have been to just destroy the whole thing, but that, like you say, would have knocked society back a good few hundred years, I would say, which causes its own sets of problems, really, and could have led to widespread looting and unrest. So, you know, it's a scary thought, really. Scary thought either way. Scary thought what a AI-based Denton is going to do, but maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. But yeah, once again, guys, thank you all so much for watching this Let's Play. As always, a poll will be up soon to decide our next game. The sequel to Deus Ex will be on there, as will many, many other games. So yeah, I hope you all decide to chip your votes in. And yeah, once again, guys, can't say enough. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I will see you in the next episode of whatever series we start next. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.